Caspian, where are we going?
To Mexico.
Are you excited?
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking forward to the most?
Yay, meatball and pan dulce.
Meatball and pan dulce. Right on, son.
Do you have the right money?
We have pesos.
Do you have more than $10,000?
No.
Declare más.
Here we are, International Bridge, Piedras Negras.
No trailers allowed. Use
Oh.
Bridge 2. See, I thought we were going to use Bridge 2 because this one goes into downtown Piedras Negras.
Follow your map. It will have the right of way.
Buenos días.
Buenos días. El banjercito está en Allende.
¿El permiso?
Sí,
Sí, van bien. ¿Gusta recibo?
porfa. Gracias.
Gracias.
All right. Hello, Mexico.
Hola, Mexico. Caspian, say hola.
Hola.
Say hola.
Hola.
After we cross this bridge, are we going to be in Mexico?
We're here.
We're in
baby.
Mexico now, baby.
We're here.
Mommy, what do you mean it would look like desert? It doesn't look like desert.
Not yet. Bienvenidos a Piedras Negras.
Buenos días.
Hola, buen día. ¿Algo que aclarar?
No,
¿Qué llevan dentro?
es es un camper.
¿Es un camper?
Sí, sí.
What are we doing, Daddy?
They want to look at.
This is going to be fun because we haven't got to do this before.
Do what, Mommy?
They're going to look through the Jeep, baby. They're asking if we have equipment, but we don't have any equipment.
All right, so this is the first time this has happened to us. We're crossing Mexico where they've actually stopped us at the border. They want to check out what's going on.
Yeah, but they can't see inside the back.
Right.
So they want to know what's inside.
And we have nothing to hide, so they're welcome to look around.
All right, so that was no problem. They just wanted to see in the back of the canopy camper because it's closed and sealed and it doesn't have windows. So we just had to take a few things out that were on the floor. You opened one drawer and they were able to see that it was our pantry, and I think it's pretty easy to see that it's a home and it's not for business and we're not trying to sell anything. So Eric took us on Bridge 1, so we're going through downtown Piedras Negras. I think Bridge 2 takes you right onto the highway to get out of town. So we're getting a good tour Saturday morning in Piedras Negras. So we are on our way to get legal because we found out that the Banjercito and the Aduana offices at the border aren't open on the weekend. So we need to go about 45 minutes down to just outside the town of Allende, and that's where we're going to be able to get our temporary import permit for the Jeep and get our tourist passes and get our passport stamped.
All right, so what happened was we got to the Banjercito, which is where you get your tourist visas and your temporary import permit for the vehicle. There's a crazy long line. We got in both lines. Brittany had to get in the one for the vehicle. I got the one for the visa. And then we found out that we needed copies, which is fine because normally they have a copy machine, but they don't have one. So we've been in this building for like an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes. So I had to run out to this gas station, or literally run out to this gas station to go get copies. But I got the copies, so we're good to go.
All right.
That was nuts. That was crazy. So we were at the Banjercito for about 2 hours, which honestly isn't bad by comparison to some other countries. It just wasn't our experience the last time we came into Mexico.
Well, the last two times.
Right. Having said that, the people were generally pleasant.
Yeah, we made friends with another family.
We met 4 friends.
Caspian made the most friends, for sure.
And then Brittany got ambushed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I came out to the Jeep at the end just to start getting settled and get Caspian out of there because he was getting antsy. And this one guy came up and tried to sell us bracelets, which I said, no, thank you. And then next thing I knew, there were like 3 other people. So there was like a crowd of people around the Jeep. And then I said, no, thank you. And I turned around and there's a guy trying to wash the windshield. And I was like, no, thank you, everyone. No, thank you.
But the bottom line is, we did it. We have all of our paperwork for ourselves and for Dauntless for the next 6 months in Mexico.
Yep.
I think we have to be out of the country by April 6th.
That's our date, April 6th.
So, on or before April 6th, we will be in Belize, if all goes well. But for now, we're going to enjoy Mexico.
We are about 8 minutes from the first campground in the Potrero Chico area. We're gonna check out all of the campgrounds until we find one that has a spot. But we're going through this tiny little village area with these really narrow streets. And it's awesome. Everyone's just going about their weekend.
It's been a long drive today, and excited to see what it looks like for us tonight. And tomorrow, hopefully, we'll keep making our way towards San Luis Potosi. Well, we found a nice little campground for the night. This is La Posada en El Potrero Chico. You can see this beautiful view that we have. There's a bunch of campers out here in tents. Not a bad spot for our first night in Mexico. Brittany's over here working on our paperwork. What you doing, babe?
Just something I didn't get a chance to do before we left, which was get copies of our documents in the cloud and on my phone.
La Posada en El Potrero Chico is a beautiful campground with mountains surrounding you. It's got a restaurant on site. It's got a swimming pool, bathrooms, huge communal campfire. But we needed to head south, so we took off for San Luis. Our first night in Mexico is in the books. Now we are on Federal Highway 100, headed south. We will try and find a little camp spot that our friend Chepo from Overlander, Mexico, let us know about, called Christian's Camp. What are your thoughts on last night, babe?
I mean, I was really tired by the end of the day yesterday. My Caspian was tired.
I went straight to sleep. Like, I didn't even read a book.
You went to sleep
nothing.
at like 9 or something, and you were out.
And then Brittany told me this morning that there was like a rock band, and there was like people partying till like 2 o'clock in the morning on one side of us, and then
I think on the other side they never went to sleep. Yeah, they went to sleep at like 6:30 this morning when we were waking up. We are about to go through our first toll. I don't think there's anyone here though, really. We went to one with no one here.
Hola.
Gracias, que les vaya bien.
Gracias, usted también. We're driving through a grove of really old Joshua trees. These things are huge.
Yeah, they're bigger than the ones at Mojave Road that we saw earlier this year.
And I'm guessing they are Joshua trees, right?
They look like it to me. We'll have to verify, but they look just like Joshua trees to me.
They're huge.
They've got to be hundreds of years old. They're awesome.
All on his own, Caspian had picked out a book on his tablet about Spanish. He wanted to learn Spanish because he had been playing with the kids at the previous campground and wasn't able to communicate to them, so he asked Brittany to teach him a little bit from this book.
Say, hay 4 pájaros. Un pájaro. 4 pájaros.
In 800 meters, Turn left onto San Luis Potosi 9.
There's no one coming right now.
Can I tell you something, Mommy?
Hold on, sweetie.
Alright,
Continue on San Luis Potosi 9 for 16 kilometers.
now we are going into the middle of nowhere. We are pulling into the little town of Guadalcazar. And this is the town where the campsite is located. One of the things about these little villages is that there are speed bumps everywhere and they are not marked. And they will play havoc on your suspension. And if you don't see one and hit it at speed, that's how the mechanics make their money. They are literally everywhere. I don't think we'd gone 20 feet between those two. So you can take this little tour of the town of Guadalcazar with us as we pull in. There's always a main plaza in Mexico, and this looks to be it. Oh, I'm going straight. Alright, next right. This little town of Guadalcazar was established in the year 1620 by Spanish explorer Juan Cordoba de Guadalcazar. Back in those days, it was a flourishing mining town. But after 300 years of mining the hills surrounding the town, the minerals were depleted and the town fell into disrepair. Today, there's only around 750 permanent residents. But recently, there started to be a repopulation of Guadalcazar due to American miners looking for precious minerals which are still trapped deep within the hillside, and the fact that the Mexican government has officially recognized the churches that were built here of being of great architectural and historical importance, and as a result has increased media attention for the city, making it a tourism destination. And folks, this is Mexico right here.
That is an old church.
Yeah.
That's a really old church.
Things are old in Mexico.
It's true, son.
I think no matter where I look, I see old things. But if not all damaged.
Pizzeria
That's it.
Aventarte.
That's the one.
All right.
I don't recognize here.
We've
Nobody
never been
does.
here, babe. This is cute.
It is cute. This is pretty, Mommy. Who else is here?
We'll see, baby.
There's a lot of people here.
Oh, look at this, baby.
Yeah. We've made it to Christian's Camp. This is about an hour and 10 minutes outside of San Luis Potosi. It's a restaurant, it's a pizzeria, but he's got this whole area here for camping. You can see right here, we took advantage of this little shade tree. It says Zona de Camping. Let me take you on a little tour of the restaurant area. Hey, so what do you think of this place?
It's really fun and colorful and peaceful, and I'm just enjoying doing nothing and watching Caspian play.
We found some stickers from our friends at Overland, Mexico, and we had to do them right. So there we are, Hourless life. We've been here, you've been tagged. Speaking of meeting friends like Overlander Mexico, one of our favorite things about overlanding anywhere we go is the people that we meet. The people that we meet are some of the most fascinating and incredible people you could ever meet. And this stop at Christian's Camp was no exception. Met this awesome couple over here from Argentina and the Philippines in this little Class C. I'll link their Instagram in the description, but I want to introduce you to Marco and Francina, right?
Oh, wow. You remember
Is that right? Hey, okay, here they are. Check it out.
That's impressive.
Hey, Marco.
Guys. Fran from Argentina. I'm impressed that you remember my name. Nobody remembers Francina.
Yeah.
Well, it's very nice to meet you guys, Eric and Brittany. Like, you guys inspired us right away when we saw you guys creating a YouTube video. Like, wow.
It's very nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you guys too. And tell us a little bit about your RV that's behind you.
Well, we bought it last year. It's a Toyota RV. It's 1985, and we renovated the whole thing. Like, we have the video of the renovation. It was very fun. It took us 3 months, and now we're living in it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And how can people follow you? Where can they find you?
Map the Unknown in YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
Awesome. Okay.
Map the Unknown.
Cool. Well, we will put that out there and get some people checking you guys out.
Well, nice to meet all your followers.
We can't encourage you guys enough to follow Fran and Marco and their adventures. They've been full-time travelers for 4 years. We totally enjoyed getting to know them. They've hitchhiked throughout all of Argentina, shared a bunch of spots there. They've been in the Philippines, in the United States, and now they're in Mexico. And we're glad that we got to meet them, and hopefully we'll run into them again before we leave the country. It's a transition day for us. We are packing up because we're going to be going to an Airbnb. So we're taking out all of the things that we need so we have a quick transition. We've got our little table set up with a bunch of stuff that we're taking. Brittany's been hard at work packing. We'll be at our Airbnb soon.
The problem with living a minimalist lifestyle is that pretty much everything that is in our Jeep we need for daily living. So as we're getting ready to spend a month outside the Jeep, we're pretty much unpacking the whole Jeep to take with us.
Could I take a video of her?
If it's okay with her.
Is it okay?
Yeah, sure. That way you can remember her.
Hi. I love you.
Are we recording?
Okay. I thought the video was with you. Okay, this is myself. Okay. Nice to meet you, Caspian.
Nice to meet you.
We wrapped up our precious time with Marco and Fran and headed out for what would end up being the most nerve-wracking driving we've done in Mexico as we headed into the city of San Luis Potosi. On the way out of town, we passed a friendly policeman who waved goodbye to us, and about 20 minutes later, we were back on the highway to San Luis Potosi. So we're coming into San Luis Potosi, and this is the second set of topes, or speed bumps. And these things are nasty, and you can't even see them. The way we spot them is by watching the vehicles in front of us basically grind to a halt, and then creep over them, and then continue on at breakneck speed. So here's our third set coming up.
Just for good measure.
Yeah, and this is like the third set in, I don't know, 100 yards.
You haven't gone very far in between them without getting another, right?
That's right, son.
I feel like we've only got...
But wait, there's more. So we speed up just to get to this next set, and then we do it again.
So it looks like there's going to be a
In 200
roundabout,
meters,
and you're going
at the roundabout,
all
take
the
the
way
fifth
around
exit.
to that side. And it's a big roundabout.
Okay.
So you're exiting at 9 o'clock, basically, on that side. And I'll let you know when we get there.
When we get where?
And I'm guessing you're going to need to get on in the right lane to exit.
Is this the big
Caspian, we need you to be quiet right now, okay? Mommy needs to help Daddy drive.
The camera doesn't do it justice. This traffic is at breakneck speed. I've asked Brittany to give me all of the guidance because it's all I can do to watch the traffic and the road itself.
Okay, baby, so you're gonna need to get over, if you can,
Get over where?
to the right, because you have to exit, love. Otherwise, you're just gonna go around in circles.
Can't do that.
Okay, this should be a good lane. Stay in this lane and keep going around. And we're going where that dump truck went.
Even with Brittany giving me directions, we took a wrong turn, and it wasn't her fault. These roads are that difficult to navigate if you're not used to them.
Or not.
Did you take me to the wrong place?
Yeah, we went out one time too early. So now we have to hoopy loop around. Sorry, love.
It's alright. We'll just call it area familiarization.
Yeah, right. Looks like a bus station here.
Okay, so how do I turn around?
I think it's where that bus is going. Cause that, yeah.
Slight left.
Follow your map, Daddy.
I'm trying, son.
It's hard for Daddy to look at the map and the
In
street
300 meters.
at
Slight
the
left.
same time.
Going the right way, Daddy.
Alright, here we go.
You can look at the road while I tell you which way go.
Well, let's let Mommy do that, okay?
Baby, when you get a little bit older, you can help, okay, son?
Yeah, when you get older,
In
you can
300
even
meters.
draw it on maps.
Slight right.
So you're getting back on the traffic circle, but you're immediately going out on the next road.
Great.
So yeah, I think you just take this.
Famous last words, I think. Alright, here we go.
It's a sign for HEB, so that's a good sign. Literally.
In 400 meters.
There's a sign for
Turn
TV,
left.
so
Turn
that's
left?
a good sign.
It's probably on the other side of
There's a sign for HEB. That's a
over
sign.
there.
There it is, okay.
We see it, we see it.
After a few more short turns, we made it to our HEB, which is actually larger and newer than many of the HEBs in the United States. And then, after our shopping, we got into Old Town San Luis, and this is where it gets really tricky.
Now it gets really fine.
This is why we don't have a huge box.
Right, this is why
In
we have it
400 meters.
like
Turn right after El Foro. On the right onto Calle 5 de Mayo.
We cannot wait to show you this city.
You can't?
No,
I'm already seeing it.
I know you have, baby, but now you're going to get to remember some things, hopefully, that you saw before and explore new things. We're so excited, baby. We've spent so much time walking these streets, and we're going to spend a lot more. It's such a cool place. Can you imagine taking a big Unimog down this thing?
You
right here?
couldn't.
You could. As it is, we're going to be really close here.
Okay.
Super tight. I know I'm looking at my... Got an awning, I've got
Shower cube.
shower cube, Max tracks out the side, car right behind me, car right in front of me, pedestrians everywhere. We can't see the street, we're good.
Walking every corner around the city. Cool cat looking for a kitty. Walking every corner around the city. Let's meet you on the rooftop. Come on, find a good.
Not the street.
Green light. This is the pedestrian walkway.
Turn right.
I really like this place, Daddy. I really like this place.
Good, baby. We do too.
Okay, this is our street.
In 200 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
Boom, bum, bum, bum. Baby doll. That's what I have, a baby doll.
It's right there.
Yeah, that might
And
be
there's her
first
stall.
stop.
You have arrived.
We have. We have arrived, Daddy. Can I unbuckle?
So,
Can I?
no, not yet, baby.
What?
Just be patient and wait for a second.
Find out how he wants us to do this, babe.
Hola, Justo. Aquí estamos. Ya llegamos. Derecho. O sea, te voy a pasar la ubicación. Bienvenido a Dauntless. Es nuestro nuevo Jeep.
Sí.
Para este viaje por todo el mundo vamos.
Y de aquí. Es 10 años, dices, ¿verdad?
10 a 15 años.
Y es México, Centroamérica, ¿se van a ir todo para allá abajo?
Sí, México, Centroamérica, Sudamérica, África, Europa, Asia, Australia. Así vamos.
¿Y de Sudamérica se van a dónde? ¿África? ¿O
África. Vamos a ir hasta Ushuaia,
Ajá.
que es lo más bajo que puedes ir.
Ajá.
Y después vamos a regresar a Brasil.
Ujú.
Y de ahí vamos a mandar camioneta en un barco a África.
¿Y ustedes se van en avión?
Sí.
Ok.
Entonces lo vamos a poner en un barco de Colombia a Panamá, o de Panamá a Colombia. Y después ya seguimos.
Ajá. Ay, pues qué padre. Y ya tienen todos y todo cada que tanto lo tienes que, ¿cuánto tiempo tienes para planearlo? O sea, usted ya sabes dónde te vas a quedar en Colombia o conforme vayan avanzando.
¿Mande?
¿Que ya tiene todo planeado?
No. ¿Qué?
Ajá, es donde está el coche rojo. A veces más adelante hay como un portón, una puerta grande. Ahí es aquí en esta.
Uf.
Igual déjame decirle al...
No creo que lo puedo hacer.
¿No? ¿Quieres que me baje y lo checo?
Ajá. Sí.
O de reversa, pues no va.
Pues dime si lo puedo.
Aquí sí alcanza a pasar.
So this is the main plaza in San Luis Potosi, right here. And from this corner, you can actually see our Airbnb. We've got a little terrace up there on the top, just a couple blocks down. We'll do a full tour of that Airbnb on our Patreon, but we can't wait to show all of you San Luis Potosi. This city is incredible. We're gonna have such a good time here. We're here for a month. There's so much to do and so much to see. You guys stay tuned. Please subscribe. And if you have any questions, hit us up in the comments. See you soon.